Why, hello there everyone, I'm the Kumo Sensei, and today's live stream is pretty much straightforward. I'm gonna be chilling with you guys, and let's talk about some things because I need to catch it up. I know I haven't been streaming this week until today, it's because I've been busy, and as you can see behind me, my spiders got an upgrade. I have a new... I literally have a new row of upgraded enclosures for my tarantulas and whatnot. And it's been it's been a hassle this week, but I hope everything's going well. And man, oh man, we're slowly getting there, guys. Our sub goal, and I don't have any. I don't really know if this will actually work. If we can hit 1,000 subscribers for fun, I totally doubt it. But like I said, guys, if I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will make that motivational video. God, that is going to be so cringe, everyone. But I promise you it will happen once we hit it. I don't know how long it'll take, but eventually though, right? I mean, hey, people, ooh, this is going to be cringe. And then, oh yeah, and then at 20,000 subs, I made a promise that I would actually show you how I look like when I'm in style, and not in this bed hair, obviously, because this bed hair is not really I wouldn't say it's attractive, it's more like it's a default hairstyle. But someday though, guys, once we get there, I will show you guys, and maybe some of you people may be impressed, other people not so much, I guess. It really depends on who's asking here, but that's our goal. And man, but anyhow though, guys, let's talk. So what have I been doing this week? So basically this week I've been focusing on doing some spider work, and I've been trying to I have 3 things I was doing this week. Trying to find a job, selling spiders, and doing spider work. Well, 2 of those coincide, so hey, take that what you will. But I'm slowly getting there, and if I fight, you fight. We're all trying to get to that better place. I don't have... Hello there, RDK. Hope everything's going well. But yeah, that's what I've been doing this week. That's why I haven't been streaming. I've been trying to find a new job, spider work, and selling spiders. But it is... Man, this week has been insane. I've been busy so late. Lately, man, I've been way too busy. I really need some time off, but I can't. Because pretty much Mondays through Wednesdays, I'm working. Well, doing tarantula work. And then Thursdays through Sundays now, I've been trying to actually sell and actually get some business stuff going. Which, I'm going to be honest, it hasn't been going well. But as long as I keep working and as long as I keep believing, I think things will come around though, right? I mean, but yeah, a lot of you may notice that behind me, my spider work has upgraded. Like, I have a literal new, row. Wow, my fingers cannot point today. There. That's the new row. That right there is the new row for my spiders. If you're wondering what species they are, they're the Stromatopelma calceatum, also known as the feather-leg baboon. Surprisingly, that was the same species of tarantula that bit me, but that was pretty bad, but I still love them though. And what else have I been working on? I've been breeding some spiders back over there. You can't really see them, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 pairings currently. One I just did earlier this week. One I did last week. Yep, that's a lot of tarantula work. And what else have I been doing with tarantulas and spiders? In terms of selling, it has been hell though. I have not been... Selling currently right now has been a... I don't want to say it has been going downhill. It's been staying flat. That's the more accurate term. But that is literally what I've been doing, guys. Nothing too crazy. Just been busy. And sometimes, if I have time, I would actually do some dancing for fun. some dance practice. But we're currently still on the goal, guys. We're grinding for 1K subs, which is in tomorrow's school. Yeah, but it could be worse. I take school any day now, guys. Man, do I miss going to school. I really wish I could have taken it more seriously in school because, like, I mean, I was always pretty smart, but I wish I could have had more fun in school. But let's make it a goal, guys. We're gonna... Let me put in... 1K goal. That is... Well, maybe we should put it like 341 out of 1K sub goal. That font is really large. Hold up. Let me turn down the font. Oh, come on. Okay, hold up. Does it not let me? How could you? Select fonts. There it goes. Okay. We need to turn that down, guys. Hold up. There it goes. 3 days ago was one of the best days I had in my life. That is great to hear, actually. When things... Ugh. When things go well, you're pretty happy. Spooder man. Exactly, guys. Spooder man. Our spider work is slowly getting there, guys. Does whatever a spider can. Ooh. Sorry, guys. My throat's been a bit greasy. A bit of mucus from eating a lot of greasy foods. Had fried chicken this morning. But this is the goal, guys. 341 out of 1,000 sub goal. Here comes Spider-Man. Yep, the Kumo Sensei is still in me, guys. I don't have plans on, like... I don't have plans of getting an apprentice right now because I don't feel like teaching yet. Because I don't feel comfortable right now where I currently am. Even though I am a very skilled Tarantula, Kumo Sensei. Even though I'm a very skilled person at it, I'm still not comfortable enough to where I can take in a student just yet. Because there's still some things I really want to do as the Kumo Sensei before I get... I haven't failed No Nut November yet. That's great. Stay strong. You stay strong mentally. Anything's possible, guys. I'll tell you what. I can talk about that on here. Hey, it's a pretty chill day, so talk about what you want to talk about. Just keep the profanity and the offensive stuff on the low. Well, I never really participate because I knew I... You guys are really funny, I tell you what. There have been some stuff happening currently in my life, but as long as I keep pushing, I'll be okay. Sad. Everything works out, guys. But man, oh man, it has been a crazy week this week. And next week is going to be more busy, by the way. So I don't know if I'll be live streaming next week. I'm gonna try though, but no promises. Because it has been, oh boy, all over the place. I'm still trying to get some stuff together. No promises that things will work out, but as long as I'm trying. Okay, hold up, guys. Where is it? I'm in North GA. Hold up, I got some customers. I need a... This week's more chill. This week is more chill than the other for me. That is great to hear, I'll tell you what. But man, I have been dealing with so much stress lately. The problem I have in my life is that I rarely have time to relax. So, making YouTube videos and just chilling here on a live stream, even just talking, is like the most I can do to relax because I'm like, my head is constantly spinning 24/7. I got an exam, so like, see ya. You're funny, Isa. You're funny, I tell you what. Yeah, Body K though, if you gotta go for an exam, please, by all means do so. But that's funny. No Nut November, guys. Hang in there, guys. I really want to go to Canada. Wow. Canada is a pretty nice place. You know, there was a time I almost moved to Canada. Like, literally, dead on. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm really sad I don't know who to talk to. A therapist. That is my personal advice. Like, I think a lot of people think therapy is kind of strange, but honestly though, if you're feeling some type of way, you should really go to therapy. Like, and the reason why I say that is because, let's be honest, like, regular people like you and I, we're not specialists in terms of like dealing with that kind of stuff. So I always recommend speaking with a professional or someone within the field. I don't have enough time and money to go to therapy. Therapy is usually free though, right? Counseling, like, if you have healthcare, then it should cover it. But, like, seriously, I think therapy is like something that everybody should go through or go to. Because like I said, I can stand here and talk to people, but I'm not a certified therapist, so I can't really like tell you or help you to an extent. I can only do so much, to be fair. Then. Interesting. I've always said, like, you kind of need to keep pushing because that's the only thing you can do when you're depressed or when you're feeling down low. Because I've always lived, my quote in life is that, well, my way of life is that I've always seen things through the end. Because I hate the idea of what ifs. So like, my personal thought is, if I quit or give up halfway through, I would never know what the ending will be like. If I don't stay at home, I know I'll just forget something important. Stay at home. You can't... My dude. Here's my advice. You need to get comfortable of stepping out of your boundaries, man. You, like... I usually do. Huh, interesting. If I don't stay home, I know I'll just forget something important. How do you forget something important though? That's the, like, I'm kind of confused. If it's something important to somebody, wouldn't you not forget? Because for me, if it's something important, I'll never forget it. Because those are like the things that sticks to you throughout your life. But that's just me though, because like everything big that happens to me, it sticks like that in my head. Like, I did worse in physics test and I went out on Friday. I should have stayed in to study, but I forgot about it. Oh, you're talking about school. Yep, school's another thing, I tell you what. Stay in school and don't be reckless. Yikes, I can relate. When it came to school though, I never really studied too much because I was pretty much a... I don't want to sound like I'm like the cool kid. I was not the cool kid at all. As a matter of fact, I was the quiet person in class. But I did better then. I thought I could. I thought it could get another. Got a 70. Well, he turned into an 80 because his because it's cool. Over here, I'm the only person in my class that got an A in math last week. Ha ha ha. That's interesting, guys. Studying. I did study, but I never studied hard. Even before or after exams. Like, I don't know. It's probably just me, though. So I can't, like, relate to a strong extent. Because for me, I caught on like this. But at the same time, though, like, once I get done with the test or an exam, I just forget about it. Do hate studying, though. Studying for me was hit or miss. If it's, like, the thing for me is that if I studied and I wasn't remembering things, then I don't really study too much. It's just because I feel like if I study, I have, like... the way I see it is that if I'm studying and like I'm not learning anything, then typically I'm like, why am I even studying? I love studying, I just hate how hard it is. Wow. And I'm not a fan of my class myself. Oh, I don't know, it's like playing Dark Souls, I guess. That's a interesting perspective, honestly, of how you see school. I don't know how school is like over there with you guys, but I never put too much emphasis on school. I put it, like, it was not until college. College was when I put everything into school, but other than that, like, senior high and the earlier years, I guess you could say, I was pretty lenient, actually. Like, all I did in my high school years, my senior high, those years, all I did was literally sleep, watch anime, and I think that was it. I don't remember much. It's like a game. Even if I won't use most of the info I'll learn, it's fun, you know. I guess. But, like, studying is studying. It was funny for me because, like, I didn't study as hard. And I will never forget. It got to the point where, like, my grade in school was so high. My teachers would just they will literally let me sleep in class. Because my grades were, like, always pretty much B plus at the lowest. Definitely. The only thing I passionately study is art, but we don't have art classes this year. I don't like my class. I'm more of a lonely person. You guys saw me watch anime, manga, being called a nerd. Man, do you people, man, how do you... I mean, I was a lonely person in class too, but I was never really a shy person though. I just like being alone because that way I can sleep and watch anime, literally. My teachers didn't care that I watch anime in class because, like, my grade was already higher than most people's. Having a really, I don't know. Smokes and drinks. Smoking and drinking is so overrated. I don't know why people like to smoke and drink. I will never smoke. And I only drink on the occasion. But my gosh, drinking is abysmal. It's like $21 for like... It's like 15 to 21 US dollars for a shot of Fireball. And it's like, ugh. It's not worth my money for one shot. Nobody in my class hated me for like cartoons or anime. That's fine. Everyone, I mean, during my high school years, everyone literally was watching anime. Like, either watching anime or something. As far as I can remember, they even gave me some advice about watching anime, which was don't do it in front of your parents. Man, what are they, like 5? Don't watch anime in front of your parents? That's crazy. I thought anime was like a norm. Like a normal thing. I got like 4 friends max from my elementary school, and that's all I need. That's really all you need. You don't need a million friends. You just need that one good friend that's willing to stick with you. Wow, high school life is so weird looking back on it now, guys. Senior high and whatnot. It was, for me, it went by so quickly. I don't even remember most of this stuff. I followed their advice. Well, they're happy I did. Fairytale got weird by the end. That's nice to hear. Wow. I already know what the school vacation is going to be. Smoking, drinking, and I'm the only one to go buying some manga. Ha. There's nothing wrong with being different. But my advice is, if you're if you want to be those different type of people, don't try to be like the cool kids. Like, I'm cool because I'm different. Just accept that you're different and just learn to live with it. Because I feel like if you try to be pretentious about being different, you're going to come off as weird. And let's be honest, you're going to be more lonelier in the end. Like, so my advice is, if you're different, which, let's be honest, everybody is, don't try to preach it. Just be yourself. Like, that's really my advice. Smoking and drinking is like, I don't know, everybody, well, not everybody, but a good portion of my school was already smoking and drinking. And literally going everywhere by the time there was in senior high school. Am I weird? Isa, you're not weird, you're just different. You two have a lot to learn, I'll tell you what. There are some things you can learn by yourself, but there are plenty of things you gotta learn by going out. And when I say go out, I really mean going out. They're interchangeable for you? Interesting. I wouldn't really consider the word weird. Everybody's weird in their own right. If you think about it, there's no such thing as a perfect human being. It's such an odd... That is such an odd take. Weird. Because a synonym for weird is awkward. And I don't think different and awkward are, like, the same in terms of synonyms. So I wouldn't really say they're interchangeable, but, I mean, it's fair enough, I guess. How to teach yourself. I know one of my favorite teachers is Mr. Allen. Wow, what a strange day it is. The beauty of youth. The youngsters are getting. They are interchangeable to me. Since someone calls someone weird, they usually just mean they're different in a bad way. Why does everything... Huh? High school is smoke and drink. I go away from it. It's not that I'm different. Just that interested. So yeah. That one silly weeby nerd kid last learning how to learn. Okay, there's three topics going on in this chat. So let me explain it one by one. Okay, they're interchangeable to me since when someone calls me weird, they usually just mean they're different in a bad way. Not everything is pessimistic, my dude. Being a pessimist won't get you far in life, I'll tell you what. Because if you're like, there's this negative energy that draws people away from you. You can be weird, but if you're constantly weird to where it's kind of awkward and pessimistic, which is the vibes I'm getting here, it makes people draw back and recluse. Now, I'm not saying you got to be quagmire about things. I'm just saying that it's usually not the approach that I recommend, especially if you become an adult. Because no adult comes into a job interview or speaks to anyone else with this negative like personality. It's going to make people stay away from you. Okay. High school is smoke and drink. I go away from it. It's not that I try to be different. I just did not have an interest for that. So yeah, I'm silent weeby nerd kid with glasses in class. What's wrong with that? That's kind of strange. I don't know why people treat anime... Okay, anime nowadays is so modernized that I think it's a norm for people to watch anime. Because during my high school years, literally everyone in my class was watching anime. Am I missing something here? Because like, I literally thought anime was a normal thing now. Like, I'll never forget, like, as soon as I walk into class, people would talk about watching One Punch Man, Yu Yu Hakusho, and sometimes they even talk about Dragon Ball Z. Like, and this is not just the weeby kids. This is like the sports players, the jocks, and like the nerds and everybody. Like, what era am I living in? Because nowadays, anime is pretty much a norm. I mean, we even have anime conventions here where I live. Like, it's a bit of a drive, obviously, like a bit of a distance, but even then, nowadays, anime is pretty much a normal thing. So this idea of weeby, I think is taken out of context. It's a really bastardized word at this point. Because I'll never forget, like, I remember the basketball team was talking about Dragon Ball Z. And not just Dragon Ball Z, too. It was crazy, man. They were talking about Inuyasha. Yo, it's so funny, guys. I wouldn't call you a weeb, my dude. You're just a regular guy at that point. Watching anime doesn't make you different. It's just a hobby that you're interested in. For example, I like spiders, but it doesn't make me any much different from a normal person. It's funny how everybody wants to be this unique, one-of-a-kind person, but, like, everybody's just normal. It's so funny, too. The power of youth. Man, I was so scared to get scared of the first grade. Scared of the first of fifth grade. I was too scared to get out of bed. Scared of going to school. When I was younger, I hated going to school, actually. It was not until I grew a bit older, when I was about, like, 8 to 9 years old, that I like going to school, even though my grades were terrible as a kid. But once I grew older, my grades skyrocketed. I was a lazy smart student as I grew older, but that was my years growing up, though. It was kind of strange, honestly. Man, what did I do? I don't remember much of high school, but it was crazy. Nothing you can do is entirely unique and never will be, and that's fine. It depends on who you ask. I feel like everybody tosses around words these days, so it kind of gets lost in the meaning, but honestly, it really just comes down to the individual and how they see others. Unique is a very subjugative word, so I don't know how to use it to an extent. I use that word loosely, by the way. So, take that what you will. Now, there are times, though, where I do see unique in 1 in a billion or once in a lifetime. But those people come and go so fast, it's crazy. What did I say wrong? What does unique mean to you? I don't really have a term for unique because, like I said, like unique is a word I say loosely. It's not that it's a bad thing or a good thing. It's just the way I see or pursue the word unique. Unique is so subjective at this point. I'm not even certain what is unique. Because, there are unique people out there. I think the greatest example of a unique person is Mr. Beast. In my personal opinion, that is a true definition of unique. You're not going to see another one of that, but perceive. You're probably questioning, what do you mean by perceive? Well, let me tell you. Okay, hold up. Let me do this real quick. Perceive is the way you interpret things, you could say. There is one great example to describe my terms of perceive. What is the difference between having a skill and having a talent? That is one great example of how you see things. In my personal... No, I think the word you're looking for is perceive. I clearly just said perceive. What did I say wrong? It's interesting, I guess. That's actually a really good question I would like to ask you guys. What is the difference between skill and talent? Maybe somebody has the answers for that. Maybe I just heard you wrong then. You definitely heard me wrong, I tell you what. But that is going to be my question of the day. What is skill and what is talent? They're not the same, by the way. And they're not even synonyms. True fact. They're not synonyms. Talent and skills are not. Those two words are not synonyms. They have completely different meanings. But for some reason, everybody gets those two words confused nowadays. And let me tell you. Nowadays, everything I see is skill. Is talent something you have from birth and skill is something you develop? Correct. That is the right terms. And the reason, okay, I'm bringing this up not because I want to teach you guys. It's because I want to tell you something I think about. This is something I've been thinking about as I've been doing YouTube for over 6 years, especially with this channel. Talent is something you have from birth and skill is something you develop. That is actually the right... That is dead spot on, by the way. Also, I don't think Mr. Beast is that unique, honestly. That's a fair argument. No, that's fair. I can understand why people say that. You know, it's kind of strange, but as I do YouTube longer and longer, I've noticed that people keep using the word talented, but I think the right word is skills or skilled. Wow, my vocabulary, right? It's kind of strange, honestly. YouTube is at a point where everybody just butchers, like, they just screw those words up entirely. I noticed it too. I stopped trying to correct them at this point. I feel like people don't understand what talent and skill is. Talent shows itself when it's young. Too many of them. I just keep doing it. Well, that's the problem I have with YouTube. I feel like in time, people can become skilled on YouTube. But when it comes to talent, I don't see much of them. And I think the problem about talent is that talent shows itself when it's young. When you're younger. Or sometimes it takes time for you to discover your talent. But there's potential though. That's the hard thing. Even now, sometimes I can't tell if people are talented or skilled. It's a mix of both, honestly, nowadays. I'm gonna say it's okay. I'm gonna give you guys a hot take. This is my personal opinion. I like skill a lot more than talent. Here's my hot take, guys. A lot of people is gonna hate me for saying this. I don't think there's enough talent on YouTube. I think there's too much people relying on skill and not really relying on their talents. But that's just my personal opinion, though. Especially with the anime community. I don't know why people keep... The anime YouTubers, I tell you. 99% of anime YouTubers have no talent. Ooh, time to get canceled for saying that. What do you mean? A lot of people would... I've always... talent comes very, very rarely nowadays. I feel like if you... Do you think they haven't discovered their talent? I feel like too many YouTubers have zero talent. Like, anime YouTubers, in my personal opinion, the majority of them have zero talent. And I don't know why I see it that way. I think it's because... Do you think they're very skilled at copying someone else? That's pretty much all they're doing. Every single anime YouTuber I've seen is literally copy and paste, copy and paste. And I feel like that's why they don't go anywhere on YouTube. It's not because... And I think the reason why they don't go anywhere is because they're trying to be somebody else. And when it comes time for them to shine their talents, they don't really bring anything different to the table. You can be like... You can inspire, you can be inspired by somebody else, like another YouTuber and whatnot. And you can take their formulas and whatnot, but you also need to put in yourself into it too. Like, put yourself into the mix. Don't just rely on anime essay videos or anime reviews all the time, because those will barely grow your channel. Unless you want to do the easy route, which reactions, obviously. I don't like reaction videos, by the way. The majority of them are bad. I'm gonna get canceled saying that, but the majority of them I do not like. Wow, I hit on the mark. I really hate that. Learning about talent has been an annoying, at times, pessimist. The question, I really wish it didn't exist still. The thing about talent is that you can be, talent is very subtle. If you have talent, you need to actually put it to hard work. Hard work beats talent every single time if hard work is not being put into your talent. So essentially what I'm saying is, if you're talented and you're not putting any efforts into perfecting it, somebody's going to come along and beat you through hard work, even if they have zero talent. And I'm not trying to be mean against all these anime YouTubers, but I seriously think that none of them are talented. Like, people take the word talented too loosely. Even I do sometimes, but it's pretty bad. True. A beautiful tree can never grow if you never watered the seed. Exactly. Like, currently I'm trying to find smaller anime YouTubers and trying to network with them. And that's the reason why I'm talking about this now. Is because I'm looking for smaller, anime YouTubers and see if I can actually, network and work with those guys. But a lot of them, in my personal opinion, they don't shock me as different. Do you think they're too scared to be different? No. The majority of people, I don't think they're too okay. In my personal opinion, I don't think the majority of them is too scared to be different. I think the problem is that they want to be successful. So they're looking at people who are already big, such as the Anime Man, Gitgook, Sea Dog VA, Mother's Basement, and like those big guys, those bigger YouTubers. And they're seeing the things that worked for them, and then they're trying to do the exact same thing, hoping they'll grow big. And that's the exact problem about anime YouTubers. They're all copy and paste of a watered down versions of those other YouTubers. So in a way, all those anime YouTubers are doing, they're just doing dog shit, copy and paste, and they're not growing. So, look, my advice is this. It's okay to be inspired by other anime YouTubers, but you have to understand what they did worked for their time. Hear me out and listen to me carefully for anyone who's watching this or for any future anime YouTubers. Doing what they did is essentially getting the winning lottery tickets. But the problem is that you can't use those winning lottery tickets because those numbers have already been claimed. Somebody already claimed those prizes, which is the big anime YouTubers. So essentially, you're getting a dead or useless lottery ticket. Even though it has the winning numbers on it, it's already been claimed. And this is the thing, and this is the problem with all these anime YouTubers. The problem is that they're using formulas and stuff that worked back then. Back then. That's the key word. Then what would you call that? They're trying to copy them because they're afraid that if they're different, they'll be less like the growing audience, aren't they? Yup, that's true. They're too afraid. A lot of them are either afraid or they just want to be big. But here's the thing though, you must take the journey. You can't do the sprint. This is the problem I have about excuse myself. Like YouTube is everybody wants to do the sprint, but nobody wants to do the marathon. Nowadays everybody on YouTube wants to grow fast, which is the big L. Like, you're not going to win going that route. It is pathetic, honestly, but I'm going to get canceled for saying that. I don't care. I might make a video on it. Like, this might be a stream highlight, because I need to throw reality at these people. I don't really want to grow fast. I'm a YouTuber. YouTuber. That's a weird word. I'm a YouTuber too. Do what you gotta do, but don't set expectations. Like, literally, just be yourself, have fun. Don't be afraid to do different content, because I feel like if you force yourself to do one type of content, you're going to lose interest very quickly. I honestly just want to have fun. Isn't that the whole goal of YouTube though? Shouldn't everybody have fun? I don't know. It's probably YouTubers nowadays, you can't really tell what they want to do now. Everybody just wants to be big. What idiots, man. But here's the thing though, guys. If you're a YouTuber and you want to be big, it's not going to happen overnight. That's like 1 in a million chance. You got to be realistic now. I don't know how I'm growing on YouTube. I'm just growing. If statistics are correct, I should hit 1,000 subs within like a year and a half or so. I don't really know. But either way though, guys, anime YouTubers are really stupid in my opinion. The majority of the new ones are. That's just my opinion, but you heard it here. I'm going to say it again, just so I could get canceled for saying it. I think the majority of new anime YouTubers are either stupid or delusional. Yeah, I said it. And what I mean by that is, they're delusional because they're taking what worked back then and they're trying to copy that formula, hoping it'll get views. But if you look at Super Eye Patch Wolf, The Mother's Basement, The Anime Man, and you look at their videos of those popular formats, such as like reactions, reviews, and discussions, those type of videos were from like 7 years ago, 7 to 5 years ago. Could they still work? Yes. Would they work? Most likely no. Because it's too saturated. Everybody's doing it now because it worked for them. So everybody who's new into the YouTube anime game are doing that same formula. And when everybody does it, it saturates that entire genre. So you're not going to grow. You're just going to end up literally being drowned out by everybody else. This is why I don't consider myself as an anime YouTuber. Yes, I talk about anime, and yes, I do anime-esque things, but honestly, I don't really give a fuck about what I upload. I hate to break it to you guys, but like, I'm not gonna do anime stuff every single day or do anime stuff forever. Like, that's just gonna ruin my life. And I genuinely feel bad because, like, my channel here has more subs than some other anime YouTubers who are trying to become big. This YouTube channel you're seeing right now, I did this for fun. I just upload random shit on this channel every single day, whether it's anime, dancing, or whatnot. And it has more views, more subscribers, and more attention than these copy and paste anime YouTubers. And I'm not trying to say these people are horrible people or that they're stupid. It's just the fact that they're trying something that won't work anymore because that time has passed. If you do not evolve, the things around you will. So there goes my advice, and for those future anime YouTubers who are doing copying and pasting as everybody else, you have a winning lottery ticket that pretty much nobody can use because the person who succeeded with that formula or those numbers already took the prize, the money, and the fame and ran off with it. So you essentially got nothing. My advice is just to upload, well, my advice is to have fun and upload random shit that you like and just hope that it works out. Like I said, I'm not trying to become a YouTuber. I'm just doing this for fun. My real job is the Kumo Sensei behind me, by the way, my spiders, but hopefully somebody could take my advice and literally look at themselves because they're gonna fuck up really bad. So happy. Wow. But I'm throwing reality, kids. This is reality here. Don't chase YouTube as this ultimate get rich thing or get famous. That's not gonna happen. Everybody who's big on YouTube, they took the journey. They was willing to literally run that marathon. They did not sprint. They literally took the marathon and ran it completely. And that's how they got big. Yes, they did work hard, and yes, they were smart. But you got to understand that was their time. Yep, but sorry, I'm going on a rant. I'm getting kind of mad because I think a lot of anime YouTubers, the new anime YouTubers, are too stupid. And it sucks too because I've seen some great discussion videos and some great breakdown videos that deserve like at least 100 or so views, but they get 0. And it's not because they're bad or it's not because they're not skilled enough. It's just the fact that they're doing something on a platform that is just too saturated. Like, you really can't do much, honestly, in this YouTube space. Yes, there's TikTok and whatnot, but man. Oh, we have a bot, guys. Let me delete this. Remove that bot. And then let's report on this as well. Yeah. You sound like the old pro character from a game called Magic Circle. That's funny. But this is my wisdom. Just take this as what it is. Fun fact. Yeah. What I love. Today is the Sword Art Online. Yes. That's actually true, IDK. Today is the official anniversary for Sword Art Online when it aired for the anime. They're doing like celebratory stuff. I've noticed that, but I don't want to talk about it because there's a lot of stuff. But I love. That's funny. I don't know, man. I don't know about, like, when I say I don't know about these new anime YouTubers because I think they're crazy. I think some messages got blocked. What you mean? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean by blocked? YouTube L. YouTube L. I hate YouTube as well sometimes, man. YouTube can be complicated. Sorry guys, I know that you didn't want to hear that discussion about anime YouTubers, but if you did like it, please leave a like, because that tells me that I'm spitting some facts, because these people are crazy. Hate. What is my favorite manga? Favorite manga. I have a few actually. I don't have a look. I don't have a number one favorite manga, but some of my favorite manga is Pandora Hearts, Book of Adidas. That's weird. What naughty word did I use then? I don't know. I think YouTube is removing those then, because I'm not doing anything honestly. Let's see, what else is my favorite manga? I have a few. Fruits Baskets and... Maybe One Piece as well? There's probably more, but I can't think of them in terms of my favorite manga, but those are a few. By the way, I'm actually happy about an old bad video my entire audience seems to hate, but I love. Could you see that message? Which message though? The one about your good bad video? I mean, as long as you're proud making those videos, I don't see a problem. I read like 50... Yes, you did. Okay. I read like 50 chapters of Chainsaw Man today. I have not read Chainsaw Man because I heard... Isn't there like a second part or something? I have not read it, but I should though. But then again, I don't want to spoil myself from the anime. So that's the only reason why I'm not reading the manga. Because the anime is pretty good already. I made a parody video that ruined one of the songs from Frozen. I made it so dirty. Wow. I can see why people wanted to cancel you for that. Love really is an open door. I'm not a big fan of Frozen, I'll be honest. But... That's funny. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't really been reading a lot of mangas lately because I'm trying to catch up on some light novels. Sometimes I just do some audibles and whatnot, but age. Once you get older, you're too busy to do anything nowadays. Love really is an open door. That's crazy though, guys. Sorry, I'm doing some messages and stuff here. I don't know how they can release the naughty episodes, not gonna lie. Like one chapter we got Denchi ended up in bed with yikes. They're probably going to censor it because anime tends to censor a lot of stuff nowadays. IDK. What's the most inspiring channel you've ever seen? Inspiring? Inspiring. I mean, not creatively, just motivation stuff that makes you want to live. Oh, that's easy. This is kind of weird. I do have one YouTube channel that literally inspires me, and which is why I upload every single day. It's a channel called Penguin Zero. Like literally. Let me type it for you. Penguin Zero. This is my go-to YouTube channel for inspiration. This guy just uploads random shit every single day. And like, I don't know. He just uploads random shit every day. But his channel is his channel is interesting, but like he is my inspiration though. And it's not because Penguin Zero is such an inspiration to me because he's just a regular guy who uploads random shit every single day and have fun doing it. He basically doesn't give a fuck about like what people say, what people think, and whatnot. He just fucking goes for it. And I feel like YouTubers need that again. So that's why for me, I just upload every single day. Because like he inspires me to just fucking post shit out there, you know? I'm not trying to say like I want to be like critical. I'm not trying to be like Penguin Zero, aka Charlie, aka the Moist Man, aka Greasy Gamer Jesus, but I'm just trying to say that like what he does inspires people because he's just himself. Like look, okay, hear me out guys. I'm not some parasocial guy, okay? I'm not trying to be like that. I'm just trying to say he's just a regular dude, literally. Oh, you know him too? Alright, so that's great. He puts out some bangers. He really does. Are you sure you don't want to be at least like him? I don't know. Like, be like him? No. I don't think that will ever happen. But I do like how he inspires people by just not inspiring people. He just he's just himself, and then people just get inspired around him. He has the presence of Jesus. The only person who can do that inspires others around him by just being themselves is Jesus on that level. I really think I really think that Charlie is the reincarnation of Jesus. Like, it is so strange, but that's the vibe I'm getting. Like, goddamn, the prophecy though, the return of Christ is literally Charlie. Don't you want to? He had a video. You sound like one of those people. Yeah, I sound like one of those people because I'm just going to tell it how it is. Like, people nowadays, the one key thing of anyone is transparency, which a lot of YouTubers lack because now they're just these fake personas and whatnot. I'm just going to tell it how it is if I can. Like, if I can. No, whenever I can. Or pretty much I always will. But that's... But yeah, but for those who are wondering, that's my inspiration though, guys. Penguin Zero, aka Charles White, aka Moist Critical, aka Greasy Gamer Jesus, aka, like, that dude has done everything. I like having a persona. I mean, a persona works, I guess. It depends on the individual, but Charlie is amazing. That guy has done everything at this point. He's a speedrunner. He held a world record for speedrunning for a little bit. He's a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player. He's a great RuneScape player. The dude's dedicated to his craft. Has a banger album. Has an esports team. Is an actor, was in the Hunger Games. Like, he's done it all, man. I'm telling you. I want to wear them out and make them uncomfortable. It depends on the word uncomfortable, okay, Isa? If you try too hard, if you try too hard, it's gonna make people cringe. But yeah, that's my inspiration though. Penguin Zero, the greatest man to ever live on YouTube. Oops, sorry. I was checking some messages. What is this? The most inspirational channel for me is Tail Foundry. Isn't Tail Foundry the guy who makes those videos about like cryptids and monsters and whatnot? Like the Sandman and I think one of the videos I saw of him was the Sandman, was it? And it made me inspired to write a bunch of stories. And I am so grateful for it. Interesting. You know, I actually used to write stories myself, but I can't tell you that story because this story doesn't have a happy ending. No. Well, yeah, but they do a lot more than that. Yeah, I noticed. It's just that I don't really watch their videos, but I have the only reason why I said monsters and cryptids and whatnot is because that was one of their videos that got recommended to me. Just stories in general that aren't always about horror. That's interesting though. It's not my type of content that I'll watch, but I respect it though. But yeah though guys, I used to write stories myself. The sad part is there's no happy ending to this. But I will not talk about that because that one is personal. In a bad way. But one day I will tell you that story once I hit 100,000 subs. Because it's worth that much. If I ever hit that much, then I'll tell you the story. But that's a story I refuse to tell because it's kind of makes me angry now that I think about it. You just work so hard to create something and then somebody steals it. Well, a lot of people steal it. And then they change it up to where you can't actually press lawsuits and whatnot. And then it gets to the point where people are profiting off of something you worked hard for. It's just the way life is, man. I'm a little jealous. She's also better at drawing. That's interesting. Okay. You know, this is something I can relate to, but not with relatives though. There's always going to be somebody better than you. But the thing, I've always said this though. I've always lived by this principle. If I can't beat you now, I'm going to outlast you and come back and start beating you again. Which is what you already done. You beaten me already, so let's play the marathon game. I'm going to outlast everybody. And over time, as I improve, I'm going to come back and beat you. Again and again. That's always worked for me. That's my method, guys. Outlasting everybody. Like I said, I'm a very consistent person, though. I've always has been. I will literally go the marathon. But the marathon I run is a very long one. And it's kind of disappointing too, because in the end, it's usually just me at the end. She's better at drawing anime since I usually draw Western cartoons. Those faces are so annoying to draw. It really depends on the person. It takes time though. I can't draw skulls. I think anyone can learn to draw. Because I think drawing is either a skill or a talent. I mean, if you just keep practicing, over time you'll get better. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, obviously. It's going to take time, but if you're willing to put in the days, months, and years, to perfecting your art, I think you'll get somewhere. I mean, I was a pretty decent artist. I wouldn't say I'm good, but I'm decent at least. I even took art classes during college because I was thinking I was going to go into gaming and simulation. Sadly, I didn't though, because the skills required to make a game requires more than just art. You gotta learn other stuff, which is why I gotta change the majors. I did a pretty good looking but inaccurate drawing of Midoriya, but oh my goodness, it took so long just to draw Yuji's face. It requires so many skills to make games. Yeah, but you know, I've transitioned so many times. I went from majoring into making games to facial animations for games, and then back to voice acting for fun. And then, man, it has been a roller coaster. Do you think I'm a good artist? That's an easy answer. Yes. But are there better artists? Yes. If you like, that's the thing though. You need to understand, no matter how good you are, there's always going to be somebody better. Based on the skull drawing. Yes, solely based on the skull drawing. I think you're a good artist, but you need to understand that there is also better people out there. There's no such thing as the best. I'm a great dancer, but even now, if I was to go back and dance to those same people and my teachers who beat me every single day, there's going to be a 50-50 that I'll win or lose. So even though I'm good, it doesn't mean I'm the best, because there's always somebody better out there. I know I'm constantly reminded of it. But here's my advice though. If you're good at something, show the world. Prove yourself. You had to prove it. Every day I'm on the internet, I'm reminded of it. You need to prove yourself, my dude. Because, like I said, as long as you're alive, and as long as you still can do your talents or your skill, show the world. Because if you do not show anyone, it is the equivalent of saying nobody knows you exist. And this is the problem that I faced later on in life that I didn't recognize, because there's going to be a time you're going to need to do it. Need to make a game one day. Good luck on that, man. That is very difficult, because I majored into making games and it was not easy. I think I'm okay with nobody knowing I exist. No, don't. You don't want to be a nobody. Because a tree falls whether anyone gets to hear it or not. Because the tree gets to feel it. If you feel like, if you're just satisfied with just drawing, that's okay. But if you want to make it a living or put it into a career, you need to show people. Because, like, if that is your career that you want to do it in. Because once you start chasing your dreams, if you have any, you're going to need to show the world that you're capable of doing what you can do. Easy or not, it's the same if I believe. Believing is a good thing, but acquiring the skills necessary is another. Like, anybody can believe and anybody can dream, but very few people will achieve. Achieving something will require skill and talent. It requires both. Unless you want to rely on luck. But let's be honest, at this point, luck is very iffy. It comes and it goes. I wouldn't say luck is not a factor. Luck is definitely a factor, but I don't really have a percentage. Luck is just luck. But you're going to need the skill and the talent to chase your dreams. That's just pure facts. Don't worry, I do want to show the world. I'm just trying to, okay, well, not being successful in case it doesn't work out. That's a great mindset. Don't put all your eggs in one basket like I did. I was one of those dumb idiots that literally put all his eggs in one basket. But that was during college though. Spread out your pool, your talents. Because if you put it all in one spot, you're gonna risk it all. Trust me, man, I have so many, like, you gotta believe me, I have a lot of stories of failures. I wish to achieve my dreams. IDK, I don't know what your dreams are, but let me tell you this. Do you have the passion and the drive? Do you have the skills and the talents that's necessary? And are you willing to take a risk? And lastly, how many years are you willing to put into it to chase your dreams? Because those will determine a lot of stuff, man. I've always said this, if you're willing to put in 10 to 20 years of your life pursuing a dream, and you know the risk, like, of losing everything, but you still want to chase it, go for it. But if you're not willing to put in the risk and the time, then you should just do it for fun. Do it for fun, and if it happens, it happens. Bro, I'm so late. Hello there, Marco. I hope everything's going well. Yeah, you are late though, I won't lie, but it's okay. Because at least you made it. Like, a lot of stuff has happened. But that's just my personal take on your dreams and whatnot, guys. Achieving your dreams is one of the most difficult things in life. Because you need the right skills, talent, and you need to be willing. You did earlier than ever. Yeah, sort of. I think I have the skills. I'm not sure about how much passion I have. I can spend all my life doing it passionately or not. Finally, I don't like taking risk. Then my advice is just do it for fun. That's my advice, Isa. Ooh, that's not a good sign. I'm very dispassionate about my art nowadays, even if I keep making it. If that's the case, then you should do it for fun, but don't put all your eggs in one basket chasing that dream. Because you're unsure. Uncertainty it will kill your dreams. But then again, a lot of people are always uncertain. I think one great example is myself. I love tarantulas, and I can literally do it for the rest of my life. So, that's why I'm the Kumo Sensei, guys. Even if I don't get paid doing this job, I still love it. So, because before View as a delusion, I thought what I created was actually, I knew it wasn't, but I just hadn't set it in yet. You need to create the portfolio. Definitely create the portfolio, my dude. Don't rely on your one thing to get you far in life. Spread it out. It is a risk you're going to take. You don't want to take too much risk, my dude. Well, you're going to have to take risk at some point. The question is, are you willing to take it? I knew it wasn't original, but I just hadn't set it in yet. I think the one thing to test everybody out, like, if you want to test yourself in front of other people within the field. If you're capable, you don't have to be better than those people in that field. You just need to prove that you're capable. If you're at least on par with them, there's a chance. If there's potential, there's a chance. But you don't want to get discriminated, or you don't want to get discouraged. That's the right word, my bad. Discouraged. If you get discouraged, yeah, it's pretty bad. But it's crazy though, I'll tell you what. I think I have potential. Everyone has potential. That's the thing, that everyone will have it. That's just pure given. And I'm gonna keep trying. Good. That's the right spirit. Keep pushing it. There is one thing that worries me though. It's the fact that you don't like to take risk. You can't always play it safe though. Because playing it safe is not a bad thing. Playing it safe is actually pretty good, but sometimes it will stop you from making life-changing choices that could be positive. I'm not saying they're all positive. I'm just saying that sometimes risk can be a good thing. It's really situational though. Okay, then you should be fine. Because like, and I just had to take it. That's the right spirit. Take it in. But be prepared though. That's my advice. Be ready to lose it all. That sounds a bit harsh, but that's my reality I'm giving you. Be prepared for that day when you might lose everything. If you're willing to actually pursue a dream that you have. Because that's pretty much the worst case scenario. So embrace it. And that fear will literally push you to make choices you don't want to make. About the shows that So I feel kind of sad that I know nothing really is. I thought that Over the Garden Wall was and it doesn't seem that original anymore. Original is a very original. I think there are originals to things, but I think at this point, like, original is such a beaten up word because everybody claims this or that is original. So literally anything can get lost. Creativity is just a remix now. That's pretty much it. A remix. I wouldn't really identify anything as original nowadays because, let's be honest, everything's been thought up already. It's just a matter of if somebody's going to create it. But it doesn't mean that it's bad though. Sometimes just because it's not an original doesn't mean that it's bad. It can be just as good as an original. And I hate it. You can't hate everything now. There are some good things out there. You just need to learn to cope with it. I don't have a problem at all. It doesn't really bother me too much. But for others, I can see why. But just hang in there though. Everything comes back around. And now that the purpose is gone. Yo, my dude. You can't go in with that sort of personality, I tell you what. Nobody... If you're going to chase a dream, you can't be negative 24/7. Yes, you can be skeptical, which is what you are right now. Being skeptical is a good thing sometimes. But you also need to be positive and be optimistic. Because nobody goes into a career saying like, man, I'm going to fail. Or, man, this might not work out. Everybody goes in with the passion of wanting to succeed. And that desire is going to push people further to try different things and literally push themselves. The thing is that you need to surround yourself with people that have the exact same interests as you. Because that will literally open... it opens your world in a sense. And it makes your view more broadened. Like, it opens that up. Because I also, the hyper made me a little egotistical and pretentious that stopped from trying certain things that I wouldn't have otherwise. Well, if you make better art now, then isn't that improvement? That's like a good thing. Higher purpose, maybe a little ego. I'm better at coloring since I have less of a fragile ego about that. It is a good thing. Interesting. Ego. I never really had ego though. Sometimes I do get riled up, but man, ego, that is a word I can't really relate to nowadays. Ego, that's like a word I would use to describe myself in like middle school, junior high. Wow, my adult phase has really kicked in. It's crazy. Alright, so you'll be alright. Just don't overthink it, my dude. That's because you're not an artsy Farsi theater kid like me. Theater? What do you mean by theater? Artsy Farsi theater kid like me. What do you mean by theater? Like you practice like improv acting? I went to drama club a lot. That's funny, I did too. You heard that right. You don't believe me, do you? I still have my improv stick here too, as a matter of fact. Ta-da!
And yes, this is what you call acting. Isn't it interesting? Yes, hear it now.
Acting. You know, yeah, I used to practice acting. Like, I used to practice improvisational acting, and I still have my acting stick here. So, like, can you do a Morgan Freeman voice? If I try, yes. But you're not the only theater kid around here, you know that, right? I used to practice a bit of soprano too. Like Phantom of the Opera. Like, doesn't everybody practice a little bit of opera and soprano and drama stuff? Hold up, let me drink some water real quick. Let me see if I can still do a little bit of Phantom of the Opera. Hold up. Okay. Sing once again with me our strange duet. My power over you grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me to glance behind, the Phantom of the Opera is here inside your mind. Yeah. But there it goes, kids. Phantom of the Opera for you. Just a little bit of a taste. But didn't like... It's kind of interesting, actually. But... yes, that's how I got into voice acting, people. It started off as improvisational acting. And then eventually, I got introduced to voice acting. And then that's how it started. But if you're wondering, though, yes, I do practice...
acting.
My throat is drying out, kids. I can't do voice acting as well. The only reason why I never pursued it was because, like, every single role I got literally was either the bad guy or the narrator. But that's literally the two roles I've always gotten, or I got stuck with, when it came to auditioning. So, like, I pretty much never pursued it because of that. I would have loved that. Someday, though, guys. I always wanted to be that bad guy. Damn it. Oh, wow, really? I've always wanted to be the good guy. But the problem was that when it came time, I'll never forget. When it came time, the two roles I got stuck with was either the bad guy or the narrator. And, man, it sucks too. So, like, being the bad guy, you're always going to lose.
God damn it. Again. I lost. Another battle. So, you've come. I've been waiting.
I don't mind losing. That's That's what people say, but as long as it's in style. Man, I know I gotta... It was pretty bad, honestly, though. It was because, like, every single thing I did was like, okay, you're the narrator. I love your voice. This
deep voice, yes. All it is a tone of this monotone. This voice, it leads us. It narrates us.
And that's basically all I got stuck with. To be honest, now that I look back on it, I don't mind now. But at the time, though, like, all I got was, like, these deep voice roles or these really sad monotone roles. I was like, God damn it! Why? Why? Why can't I get anything better? Oh yeah, and trust me though, guys, I trained too. Like, at the time I was still training, which I still do train now. Like, not against why would I care if I lost? It's not the same as losing something like football. That's fair, I guess. But so at the time though, guys, hear me out. I'm gonna mute the background music. So at the time, I was a bit younger, and I wanted to, like, I've always wanted to be the good guy, because, like, I think it was because at the time I never was rewarded for anything. So I guess my perspective was, if I was the good guy, I would at least feel rewarded playing as the hero or playing as the main character. Excuse me. But every single role I got was either the bad guy, the narrator, or the support character, which I'm pretty much going to die. The support character always dies. I was like, God damn it. Why?
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 Why? God damn it. Why do I got to lose? I lost again and again.
You want to be the good guy to be rewarded. Everybody will remember the good guys, but not the bad guys. Unless the bad guys are really interesting. Well, good night, IDK. Hope you do well in the exams. So you wanted to be a good guy to be rewarded. Not necessarily be rewarded, but more so of, I wanted to feel fulfilled. Because at the time, like, I was never rewarded for anything in life. So I was like, man, I got to be the good guy. But now that I look back on it, I don't mind being the bad guy. Because as long as I got a role somewhere, it was more than satisfactory. Yep. The bad guy was pretty much generic.
The bad guy. Yes. You, me, all of us. The bad guy.
That was the bad guy, the narrator.
Yes. This is the story. The one that needs to be told. Yes. Now, let me tell you the story. Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
It was like, I wanted to be the bad guy or act like the part because I wanted people to leave me alone, because my class was always annoying and being one of the goddamn quiet kids. That's interesting. I think plenty of heroes and villains get remembered pretty equally. It would depend, but the problem was that the roles I got was like this generic, boring bad guy. Like I got some of the most lamest roles of all time. I really wanted to scare people without hurting them. I guess that's fair, I guess. But yeah, though, at the time, though, like, we practiced swordplay, which I still have my stick here now. We practiced swordplay, what else? Improv, voice acting, dancing, soprano, opera. What else did I practice at the time? And fighting? Did I mention stick fighting as well? We practiced a lot, but I didn't stay in the class long because I think it wasn't beneficial at all. And then I steered away from acting to focus on voice acting, but that didn't work out either, so I would have gone off script and tried to get my best plenty of times. It would depend. Doing improv will really depend on the persons or the people at the scene, because not everybody can improv. Improving is very hard because if you improv, you can accidentally change the tone or the whole base of the script. So you can't just go off script and say, I want to do this or that, or I'm going to be different, because then because if it changes the script too much, which it can, it can really ruin the show. And I'll never forget, because one line could change a character entirely. I'm not even kidding. When I said one line, like, you'll understand what I mean one day. I'll tell you the story though someday, guys. Like, once I hit 10k subs, I'll tell you the story of how 3 lines can change an entire story. But it is worth giving it a shot. It would depend. It would depend drastically, man. Because even now, even if I was to be on stage, like, if I'm playing the Phantom and Phantom the Opera, or like playing some character as the bad guy, it really would just depend on how I improv. Because improv to me is hit or miss. Most of the times it's a mix of both, hit and miss. But that's just my opinion though, guys. But that's Theater Class 101 back in the day for you guys, though. I don't really mind generic villains, so I'll be fine either way. Okay, that's good then. But yeah, but for those who are wondering, what do you think of the Sword Isekai? I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes. I'm going to be completely honest. I think it's a bit stale at the moment. But I need more episodes to be sure, though. I've only seen 2 because I don't really have time. But we'll wait and see if I can get caught up, that is. I mean, Disney villains are pretty generic, but I still love them. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. There are some Disney villains I like a lot, despite being generic. Such as Pete. Like Pete. Pete is one great example. What are your rating on Food Wars? Okay, now you're talking about anime. So in terms of Food Wars, I actually think that the earlier seasons of Food Wars was good. The later seasons are bad. That's my personal take. And it's a hot take, obviously. Because they're usually charismatic, have lots of fun doing what they're doing, have a unique personality. Pete, from which movies? Oh man, Pete. Just search him up on your own, like, or just search him up on Kingdom Hearts. You'll see what I mean when I say Pete. But yeah, though, that's I think another great Disney villain is Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas. Was it? Oogie Boogie. That guy, really? Because they're goofy. Okay, because they're goofy. Like, they're like the most goofiest looking characters. Food Wars is man. We need to. Do you have a Discord? I do not have a Discord, and the only reason why is because I'm not big enough to where I need a Discord. Because as of now, this channel is still way too small, and I feel like I can just talk with everybody on here without requiring a Discord. And I don't want no inappropriate things on my Discord if I created one. Let's be honest, but yeah. In the future though, I will create a Discord, but as of now, this channel is way too small. Like, it doesn't need a Discord. Like, I can literally just talk to people through the comments or through this chat. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I would like a Discord though, but I'm gonna need a Discord mod for that because I'm not gonna have no, you know, inappropriate things being posted on there. But that's for the future though, guys. Right now our goal is to hit 1K subs, but there's really not much going after for that. But I think we'll be fine for the most part. Discord would not happen for a while though. That's all I can say. Currently, I'm just going to be chilling here on this YouTube channel. And until that day comes, guys, we're just going to be here chilling. Nothing really changes though, honestly. I'm just going to keep doing random stuff. What do you think of this airing series More Than America But Not Lovers? I don't think I'm caught up with that. Hold up. How many current episodes are out? 5 to 6 episodes. Okay, so for that one, okay, I'm gonna give my honest opinion. I've seen one episode. I think it's a bit. This is gonna be a hot take. I thought it was a bit generic. And the only reason why I say that is because I feel like there's a lot of other series that I've seen already, such as Tonikawa or Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie, and like pretty much a lot of other stuff, you know. So my personal opinion, like in terms of that anime, I don't think it's bad. I just don't see it as like one of a kind. But you know, I'll probably still watch it though. Like continue watching it, that is. What do you think of simps? I think they're sad. That's just my personal opinion. I think simping is the saddest thing of all time. And here's my reason why. They're just people who have this unhealthy relationship. Simps have this parasocial relationship to where like, man, this is my wife, or like, I know this person in person. It's just an unhealthy relationship. They need to go outside. Like, literally, just go outside and literally get off the internet because you're wasting your life. I think simping is kind of pathetic, but if it's like a joke sort of simping, then I can kind of get with it. But if it's like, I love you, I need to know where you live and that type of stuff, you really need help. I have never been a big, like, okay, has someone ever gotten with a Twitch streamer or Twitter user? Never. Has that ever happened? Probably, but for me, it will never happen. Let me make one thing clear right now, guys. You and me and everybody on this YouTube channel and this YouTube chat, we do not do this parasocial relationship, okay, guys? And what I'm saying is that I'm not your best friend and you're not my best friends. We're kind of just like strangers who talk to each other. Put it that way. So that way you don't get this obsessed YouTube stalker or something, because that's the last thing I want. Because like having a parasocial relationship is not healthy. That is some creepy shit, I'll tell you what. Like, simping is just sad. It's just pathetically sad. How are your tarantulas doing? They're all doing great, guys. I've bred 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I bred 7 tarantulas, and I'm waiting in the next few months for something to happen. And all of the smaller tarantulas down here got an upgrade. As you can see, there's like 2 whole new rows down there, so we're eating good, I tell you what. But the funny thing is that I'm still losing money though. So I'm still broke. I'm actually losing more money, but I'm very optimistic that something will turn out. But even if it doesn't, the fact that I'm still passionate about this, it keeps me going. Like, I can be broke, but as long as I have my tarantulas and I love doing what I do, it's all good. But that's just my personal opinion, guys. If you're a simp, you're kind of sad. The world is bigger than just your house. Stranger telling to guy who donate. Marco, don't get there, man. You support your creators. That's one thing. But having this obsessed relationship is another. That's the thing people need to understand. Supporting somebody is one thing, but like trying to become attached to them to where like you want to meet them in person and whatnot, or like you want them to like, it's kind of scary. It's kind of like a yandere notice me senpai sort of thing. That's not healthy. I feel like a lot of simps do go outside and go after girls other than people say they have no chance with. I don't even know if I would believe that. I feel like, okay, simps do go outside, but I don't think there'll be the time to actually ask or go after girls outside of their league. Unless they're donating money or throwing money at them. Like a pay piggy or something. Because I genuinely don't think that a simp would actually approach somebody unless they do it with money. Because I feel like every single simp gets desperate for that. I know, but you tell just now who just talk. Hey, so what? Just strangers. That is true though. We're still strangers, even though. Because look, I don't know you guys personally, but it's better that way though. Because it. So basically, I was throwing money. Don't say throwing money. I think the right word is you're supporting your creator. That's the better word. I wouldn't say you're throwing or wasting away money. But isn't a simp just somebody who goes after someone they have no chance with? Yes. That is one way to look at it, but the word simp has been bastardized, like to the point of oblivion. Bro, I need to troll a little. I could tell you were trolling. Marco, you're funny, I tell you what. We're all definitely trolling on here at this point. I hate the word simp. You know, I hate that word too. I don't even, like, I never, damn, I have not heard that word in a while, actually. The word simp. I think the reason why nobody uses that word anymore is because Twitch banned it. Sure, you shouldn't have unhealthy relationships with streamers. Oh my god, somebody understands. He speaks for the people. Okay, there we go. To me, that word is already dead. I agree. I think the word simp is already a dead word. But sometimes you do have a chance with other people that you say you don't. You never know till you try. That's the thing, though. I spent more on God games than 2 new PCs. I can relate for that. And that's why I hate it. Come on, man, now. You can't hate everything. But that's funny, though. I spent more on gacha games than 2 new PCs. Man, that used to be me back in the day. Before I learned how to save money a little better. Just throw away money. I think the reason why this word, simp, died, quote unquote, is because it's the internet. The internet evolves so fast to the point where, like, words and vocabulary is constantly changing. Like, nobody talks about those words anymore. It's just the internet for you. Can I ask you something dark? It depends on how dark it is, but go ahead. But the word simp is a bastardized word at this point. I just hope that word dies, because it's really taken out of context nowadays. Interesting thing, though. Are there any influencers who might take advantage of their fame to sleep with their followers? That's actually more common than you think, sadly. I would never do that because I feel like people who do that though, Isa, are they're for real going to jail or they're going to get a lawsuit or get sued. There are some people who do this like EDP and like freaking J Station back in the day. Man. Taking advantage of followers is such a horrible thing to do. Called Odd Taxi. Odd Taxi is great. What a great anime, by the way. And one anime. I think taking advantage of followers is a horrible thing, though. I have literally never heard of it until then. Everything can be real. It really depends, I tell you what. Shin, it really depends if everything can be real. Most things can be real, though. It just depends on who's willing to push it that far. Well, that's my personal opinion, guys. I think influencers who takes advantage of their fame to get under other people, like their own followers, is a fucked up thing to do. I would never fucking do that, as a matter of fact. Like, there are times when, like, I might tell people to support others and whatnot. Like, uplifting and supporting others is a good thing, but using your own fan base to your advantage for your own selfishness is a fucked up thing to do. Like, no one should do that. Like, no one should be obligated to help me or to support a creator. Nobody should be obligated to do that. It should come out of their own free will. Like, what word will you use to describe an influencer like that? Manipulative. That is the right word I'm going to use. Manipulative. And I use that word intentionally because I feel like some people are just manipulative. Like, they're literally manipulating their fan base to do bad stuff or to do things they don't want to do. Being famous somewhere do be a famous pickup line. I agree. I've seen so many like YouTubers and Twitch streamers do that all the time. Like a cult leader. The thing you need to understand is that any big YouTuber, streamer, TikToker, and whatnot, all of their fans can be seen as a cult. Like, literally. You can even use us as a cult. It really depends on the viewer, honestly. I just hope that nobody does anything fucked up with their fan base or their followers. Because, like, you don't want to stir up stupid shit. Like, that's one thing that can really screw up your life. I play fair. Okay, I got to know 2 people from America. We exchange accounts because of farming. Not all people from the internet are bad. That's true. Not everybody on the internet is bad, but some people have hidden motives or some other intentions that are not good. But yes, I agree though. Not everybody is bad. It's because she couldn't control bills. Bye. Huh? Okay, hold up. Cross-eyed teacher lost her job. Isn't that from... So that's an article from like 6 years ago. That's a long time ago, my dude. Bye. What's up with the word bye? And that was why I was mad, because you ranked Fairy Tail so low. Fairy Tail... I think the early episodes of Fairy Tail were solid. Okay, let me give you my personal take on Fairy Tail. The early arcs of Fairy Tail were amazing. Like, literally. The first arc was good. The one, damn it. It's been a long time since I last seen Fairy Tail. But Fairy Tail's earlier stuff was good. But I forgot when, but at some point, it became rinse and repeat. Because Fairy Tail had a hard time killing off characters. And I'm not saying killing off characters is a good thing. It's not. But sometimes it actually pushes the story. And Fairy Tail got to this point where, like, there was just so many characters I couldn't keep up, like, literally. And I feel like all these characters have no point in the story whatsoever. And it's not that I hate Fairy Tail. I like Fairy Tail a lot, especially the openings. The openings are bangers, by the way. Man. But the problem I have is that it's the later episodes of Fairy Tail. That is the problem. Like, Hiro Mashima, when he was writing Fairy Tail, the later arcs of it, killing characters is a thing. It can be good or bad, true. But what I'm trying to get at is that when Hiro Mashima was writing Fairy Tail, the last parts of it, he wasn't too certain about how he would conclude it. That's why you have Dragon's Cry, the after story for Fairy Tail, and then the actual ending for Fairy Tail, and then a prequel about the first master of Fairy Tail. At the start of Wano, they will not kill characters. Kinda true, but kinda not. What's the actual ending? Jeez, I don't really know what's the actual ending. Fairy Tail's problem was that it had a hard time concluding. So I'm not too certain. Because I have not kept up with Fairy Tail's the after story arc and whatnot. I know there was like the fifth generation of Dragon Slayers, the Dragon Eaters, that's what it was. But I don't remember exactly how it ended. I don't remember much though. I think Levi was pregnant with Gagio's baby? I think. I don't remember. Bro, you read Rave Master, same thing. Rave Master was different though. I think, I'll be honest, I was not a big fan of the ending for Rave Master at the time, but now that I look back on it, I think Rave Master was much better than I anticipated. Some was killed first, but I just got mad that because he has so overpowered that he was some. No, there was an enemy. Was killed in the first episode, and then he was making. And he wasn't because he has so overpowered that he was some assassinating girl. Oh, you're talking about Talentless Nana, was it? Shin, I think you're talking about Talentless Nana. Okay, but let me wrap up everything though. So in terms of Rave Master, I think Rave Master works was because the anime is very short. It's only like 50 something episodes. I think that I can recall. And even though the ending was a bit open, it was a bit open book in a way. It at least was a bit more wrapped up than Fairy Tail was, in my personal opinion. I really love Haru too. Haru is a great character, by the way. Let's see, next. What do you think about killing characters? I think killing characters can be hit or miss. It really depends on their impact to the story. But that will determine a lot on whether like killing off a character makes sense or not. They wake him up because of Love and Friendship, Brave Master manga. Brave Master, I never read the manga. I've only watched the anime. Oh, the execution of Her Way of Life. That's what you're talking about, Shin? I have not watched the anime yet. And the only reason why is because I heard it was a bit generic. But maybe I should check it out in the future. But as of now, I don't have any plans to. I feel like the more you do, the less the audience get attached to the rest of the cast. The less you do it, the harder it hits when you actually do it. The deaths of Jutsu Kaisen made me sad, but they can never come close to Ace's death. Exactly, my point. Deaths can have an impact if it's done right. But if you kill off too many characters, like Akame got killed, no offense, it just becomes boring. Or Optimus Prime's death. Transformers? Autobots, let's roll out. But yeah, there goes, guys. There goes some of my takes on some stuff. Like, anime for me is really hard for me to get impressed by animes nowadays because I've been watching anime for so long to the point where like I've pretty much seen it all. So like, if I'm going to watch something new and it doesn't impress me, I'm like, it's okay. Or it's mediocre. It's not because it's bad. It's just because I've seen it like 1,000 times already. I wasn't sad about Optimus' death, but a lot of kids were devastated by it. Yeah, but they bring him back though. Also, you watch something new, try Sony Boy. Sony Boy is interesting. I've heard things about it, like a different world and whatnot, but like a classroom in a different world or something like that. But Sony Boy doesn't seem like my type of thing though. You know how I feel. Yeah, I know how you feel. I read the manga of Ray Master and know the ending, but you only watch, so our opinion different because of that. That is true. That is so true. I have not read the manga. Maybe I should read the manga for Rave Master, but at the moment I'm trying to catch up on light novels because I have a lot of light novels I really need to read. A lot of people are not really reading light novels right now, so I'm taking that advantage. But right now I'm cutting back away from the manhwas and the mangas and manhwas and stuff, so yeah. Rave Master is an interesting anime though. I do like the opening for Rave Master too. It was really good. It's getting late, I should leave. What's the last thing you want to tell me, coach? If you have a dream... Okay, here's my last thing for your eyes if you're going. If you have a dream, go for it. Like, just fucking go for it. If you're, like, for real. Don't be like me, man. If you wait too long, opportunities will pass. Just start. You don't need a lot of money. You just need to start. That is my actual advice. Because looking back on my life now, if I just started back then, I would have been so much further than where I am now. People are way too disillusioned by the idea that you need to have this or that to start. But in reality, all you need is just yourself and just start. Dreams aren't too far away. You just need to be willing to work for it. And that's my advice for you, Isa. But you had to go though, see ya, my dude. Take care, man. Yes, same with girlfriend. Marco, you're funny. I can see why. I guess we're in the same boat. Girlfriend. You know, I don't really date anymore. Boy, do I wish I could have dated, but it never worked out. And I know that's kind of strange to say though, guys. Why I don't date anymore. When I did try to date, I did it in secret. I didn't want my parents to know. It was just, to me, it wasn't because I was hiding it. It was just because like I wasn't ready to show the world like, hey, this is my girlfriend. And it really just didn't work out though. But I was like, it's okay. Life has, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Or something like that. But one day though, guys, if I ever hit 10,000 subs, I'm going to show you guys how I look like when I'm in style. I'm going to look like a completely different person. But until then though, our goal is 1K subs. If we can hit 1K subs, I'm going to do a motivational workout video. Just to make it as cringy as possible. It's going to be like an anime almost. Like One Punch Man type of stuff. 100 push-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. Yeah. Just 100 squats. And like 10-kilometer run. That's going to be like the most cringiest. No, I'm just kidding, guys. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be more like something. I don't know. I haven't really thought it out. But I'm going to create something very cringe. Just for us to laugh at. Don't take it seriously though, guys. So like if you're expecting this actual motivational stuff, lower your expectations. It's not going to be that amazing. But I will make something good out of it though. So hang in there, guys, and let us push into 1K subs. But even then though, guys, I don't really have expectations for this channel. Everybody's expecting something big. 10K, maybe the next 2 or 3 years. Maybe, but I can't say for certain. Because we just kind of had to wait and see. I really hope that something does work out. Like for my life. Not for YouTube, that is. YouTube is just something I do for fun. Especially when I had time off. Because this week I had 0 time off this week. I was like... Man, I was such in a rush in and out, but now that I have time, I can finally live stream this week. Normally, I try to target 2 times a week, but this time it was only 1 time because I was way too busy with my life. But yeah, YouTube, I'm just gonna let it ride. If it happens, it happens. If not, then it doesn't. Either way though, I really don't care if this YouTube channel goes somewhere or not. But hey, that's just me though. So, you're probably wondering where am I going with this. What I'm saying is that this channel, it is what it is. Don't expect this to be a big YouTube channel. But if it does happen though, it just happens. We just gotta wait and see. I would like to do random shit, like just random stuff in the future. Just not give a freak. That's the whole motivation behind this YouTube channel. Because I feel like if I just stick with doing anime content, like that's not a bad idea, obviously. I still love anime, but I feel like if I force myself to just make anime content, I'm going to be stuck in this loop to where I got to make only anime content. I want to do other types of content as well. But that's for when my channel gets bigger. As of now, I'm just doing this for fun. So since I'm doing this for fun, I don't have any obligations or any goals to go big. So currently this channel is going to be what it is as what it is now. And man oh man, it's already getting late. I gotta get going. Okay guys, without further ado, I'm the Kumo Sensei. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe to this live stream, I guess. And if you stick around, great. And if you're watching a stream highlight or something, that's also great. And also guys, subscribe because we're trying to hit 1K subs. If I hit 1K subs, I will make a motivational video. It's going to be so cringe, but it's going to be so cool. And with that guys, I hope you guys stay lax, and let's keep pushing, and let's keep fighting, because if I fight, you fight. So, with that, that's really about it. See ya.